ever loses like an animal or loses a pet or is going through anything like that, I'm seriously so sorry, you guys. Like, I don't know. It's all Kylie, thank you. I've been trying to stay strong, also for my family too. You know, it's just been, this week has just been so many tears and screaming, you know, in pain and everything. Rosa, thank you for the 2-month sub. I really appreciate you. But I don't know, everybody. It's just kind of been like, just like being here in my room. It's like, I don't know.
So this does sound like a family who is reacting quite strongly to this loss. And don't get me wrong, I do not have any form of criticism for that at all. It does make me wonder if there had been another pet or if there has been much loss in this family, because I know that the grandmother was a loss. But like anything else, you know, dealing with grief is unfortunately a skill set, and it's not a skill set that you necessarily want to get good at. I don't want to say you get used to it, but you get familiar with it, I think might be the best thing to say. And to be describing it as screaming in pain, and of course we're just getting this from Eugenia, we don't actually know if that's happening, but I could see it in this family from what we know. I could absolutely see that being the case. And this is in no word a criticism. Everybody grieves differently, and there's no right or wrong so long as the process is being moved through and not halted in any way. And one thing I will say, at the end, she says, you know, just being in my room. And I think that there is nothing better for the grief process than to get out. Get out of your little nook that you've created for yourself. And we know Eugenia has a very well-established nook. Get out of the house, go breathe some fresh air, go look at an ocean, I don't know, whatever. Just something that kind of breaks that wallowing, that grieving, the cyclic nature that can be the emotions of grief, and go be together. And although initially it feels so wrong to just start moving on with routine and start moving on with your emotions, to be able to celebrate the life that is still currently here and the life that was, that is the important thing, not just to mourn the end, if that makes sense. You pass one day of your life and you live how many? And in, for example, Buzz's situation, 13 years worth of days of living. It's important to remember that although it feels impossible when it first happens, it is still important to keep that in balance. How many days of love and life versus how many days of loss? It's worth keeping in perspective. Hard, but worth keeping in